Namaste. This is very special. Not only I am in the presence of Gurudev, but for me, I think it's a very divine moment. 1025 AD, Mahmud Ghaznavi destroyed the Somnath temple. Many thought that Shivalinga, जो उस वक्त, if I can say, खंडित कर दी गई थी, is lost because it was supposed to be very special, 3 feet tall, hanging in air. Everybody thought it is folklore. It's not true. It's a myth. But it was true. And that's why I'm in the presence of Gurudev Sri Sri Ravishankar to take us through the reality, how it has happened more than 1,000 years later, at the time of the Mahakumbh 2025, an event that is happening in once in 144 years. We are here with something more divine. Gurudev, Namaste. Thank you very, very much. Take us through this story. And I know we have Pandit Ji K. Sitaramanji, but I would like you to tell us, please.
Yeah, I know it was in this January, I think it was 10th of January, that Pandit Ji, he's an Agnihotri, came. And Mahapariva, that Kanchi Shankaracharya had told for 100 years, you don't bring this out. Because, when the Shivalingam was broken, the pieces were carried by the Agnihotri families from Saurashtra to Tamil Nadu. And they were preserving it. They saw it's only pieces and it is very painful to see a piece. So they made it into Shivalingam. Like this. They made small Shivalingam. And so they were keeping it in their puja. And in 1924, when they spoke to Kanchi Shankaracharya, he said, don't bring it for another 100 years outside. He said, Ram temple will all happen, afterwards you bring it.
So he had said it at
that time. And then when 100 years was over, then he had also mentioned that you should take it to Gurudev, take it to him. From there, we take it around and whatever is needed to be done. So it was a very surprising thing for me that Panditji came here with the Shivalingam and he handed over the lingam to me here.
So
now we have a plan to take the Shivalingam throughout the country. From Rameshwaram, we'll take them to all the Jyotirlingam. And we'll take him to the final abode of Saurashtra where he belongs. And I tell you this, then they also analyzed this stone. What is this stone? And they found there is no such stone available at all. They don't know. Geologists don't even know the type of stones that we are having.
I believe there is this report which is there from 2007. And this report actually says that, but before we talk about this report, Gurudev, how did you believe that this could be the actual Amsha of the original Shivalinga of Somnath?
No, it is, you see, you can see this. See, from families they have been protecting for so many generations. Panditji's Tauji, his Chacha, his father, they were all Agnihotris. Agnihotri means they don't go out anywhere, they don't eat anywhere, they have to make their own food. They had to have the water from the same place. So they have many rules, restrictions. With that they have been protecting and preserving it for so many years. Now here you see the Shivalinga.
Wow. So it has its own magnetic field.
It has its own magnetic field.
So this perhaps proves how a 3-foot tall Shivalinga, as its doctrine or as it is written, was hanging mid-air because of the magnetic properties.
Correct.
So when they came to you, Gurudev, didn't you wonder why me?
I never think about why me. We're all meant to do something good in the society. So we have been chosen to do this. We continue to do. We don't ask why me, why not others. These sort of questions are very childish for me.
But once you realize this is the original amsha of the original Shivalinga, what was the request? What did the Perivar Shankaracharya, what did he want?
You know, the
us to
family
do?
of Sitaramanji have always wanted that to go back to Saurashtra. Because that is, Saurashtra is Somanatham, that's the first Jyotirling. So instead of individual having puja, if only few people know about it, get benefit out of it, I think a nation should get benefit. Everybody should know about it. That's what my contention is also. So said that Shivalingam should be put where everyone can take the blessings.
तो सीतारामन जी थोड़ा ये रिपोर्ट के बारे में बताइए. दिस इज अ 2007 का रिपोर्ट.
नहीं, जब मेरे हाथ में मिला मेरे को इतना इसके अंदर मैग्नेट क्या है ये इतना पता नहीं था. जब पूजा करने के बाद पता चला, एक दिन अचानक पता चला. अभिषेक करने के बाद चंदन लगाने के लिए उठाया, वो घूमने लगा. तभी मेरे को इसके बारे में और पता होना चाहिए, उस पर वो इंटरेस्ट चालू हुआ. तब तक सिर्फ पूजा करते आए.
तब तक आपको भी नहीं मालूम था कि ये क्यों पूजा करना है, कहाँ से?
इतना बताया था ये सोमनाथ जी का है. अच्छा. वहाँ वापस जाकर प्रतिष्ठा करना है, उतना ही पता. इवन मुझे सोमनाथ जी के बारे में भी कुछ पता नहीं. उतना ही वो बोला था गुजरात का है, सोमनाथ जी का है, पूजा करते रहो तुम्हारा पूरा कल्याण हो जाएगा. सच में मुझे बहुत अच्छा कल्याण किया. वे पूजा करते हैं. फिर इसके अंदर इतना मैग्नेट है, ये हुए वो. तभी मैंने वो थोड़ा रिसर्च करना शुरू किया. फिर एक्सरे किया, ये किया, वो लैब में चेक किया. सब बोलने लगा ये पंडित जी इसके डेटा हमारे पास नहीं है. ऐसा एक चीज़ के बारे में हमारा कोई डेटा में भी नहीं है. ये तभी लोग बोलने लगा ये भगवान है, इसका तुम रिसर्च करना शुरू कर दिया. पंडित होके ये क्या करेगा. फिर चुप हो गया.
जिसमें दिव्यता है उसमें रिसर्च क्यों करना.
बट डिवाइन चीज का लैब में तो
नहीं होना चाहिए. बट द फैक्ट इज दैट दिस रिपोर्ट सेज दैट contrary to magnets who have magnetic fields on the poles, north and south poles, that's what this has. Its gauge is in the center, so the magnetism is at the center. That itself shows that this is not from Prithvi Loka, because there is nothing that is from. So there is a certain level of divine in that. What it was made of, we don't know. But ऐसे कितने अंश हैं आपके पास?
And then you see the gauge of this is 140 gauge. This is never heard about. Usually it is only 7, 8, 9, 10.
जी.
But the power of that.
जी, जैसा आपने कहा, sample 1 में 140 gauge and sample 2 में 120 gauge. So such heavy magnetic दही है. It is unheard of.
Geologists are really surprised about this. And then it has barium and very little iron in this.
Very little, yes. Yes, it says magnesium, silica, Fe, and iron is very little, yes.
Very little iron.
Correct.
Usually the magnet you have more iron.
Correct.
But in this is very unique. Apart from that, when there is a sacredness attached to something, when you honor it, and then, the divinity dawns in it.
But Gurudev, you also know science and spirituality go hand in hand.
Absolutely.
Sometimes spirituality is required to prove science, and sometimes science is required to prove something which is spiritual and deep.
They coexist. They are extension of each other. See, in this country, we never separated these two. We always said, Jnana Vijnana Triptatma. Knowledge of what is this, science, who am I, spirituality, they go together. Subjective and objective knowledge. Here, the Shivalingam, Archakasya Prabhavena Shila Bhavati Shankara. This is a saying. That means by the worshippers, the Shila becomes Ishwar. So here, this was not just treated as another stone, but has been worshipped from generations. And that sacredness. See, it is the Shivalinga Somnathji is connected with the entire nation. In fact, it is the first Jyotirling.
Correct.
The shloka begins Saurashtre Somnath, Sri Shaile Mallikashram. Second is Sri Shaila Mallikarjun. Though all Jyotirlingas are same, but the initial beginning Jyotirling, Somnath, the people's emotions and their devotion is attached to that from centuries, millenniums.
16 times they've tried to attack it and destroy it, and it still stands. You know, it is always built back. That's what history says.
Yeah, the 17th time he broke the Shivalinga. Till then he was only taking he was looting the temple. But in the last, he became very greedy. You know, people said, you know, you have an alchemy metal here. You take that and makes any number of gold you can make. So the sentiments which are attached to this are the spiritual significance. That shows that, you know, that time is changing. Like after 500 years, we got the Ram Mandir back. Similarly, after 1,000 years, we are getting our Somnath Ji back. It's a pride for the nation.
As we speak, the weight of and the importance of what we are witnessing is also sinking in, Gurudev. So, how many amshas or how many small Jyotirlingas do we have right now? I see 2 here, and I think 2 are kept there.
We made about 11 Ekadash Rudra, we said. So 11 lingas are made. So my plan is to take it to Rameshwaram and take it to all the Jyotirlingas, finally reach Saurashtra. And Kanchi Shankaracharya ji will also come, and we would request the Prime Minister of the country to, he is also the head of the Trust of Somnath. I am sure it's going to be a new spiritual awakening for people of this country. Wow. See, Shiva is worshipped throughout the country.
Correct.
So even Devtas have got their own regions. If you see Maharashtra Ganpati, Tamil Nadu Kartikeya, and if you see Kerala, it's Ayyappan. Bengal, you see it is Devi, Durga. Himachal also Devi, Durga. Like this different, and UP of course it's Ram and Krishna. Of course Shivaji, but Shivaji is throughout, everywhere. From Rameshwaram to Kedarnath to our Kashmir Amarnath. And length and breadth of the country, Shiva is like what you say, Otapro, he is woven in the culture of this country. And so the devotion for Shiva is so ingrained in every human being in this country.
Gurudev, pardon my ignorance, but please explain. They say a Khandit Vigraha or a Murti or a Shila should not be reconsecrated. Now this has got 11 Swarupas of, like you said, Ekalinga Rudra. So how do we reconsecrate?
You know, Khandit Murti cannot be worshipped. So that is why you need to do Kalakarshan. Then the Kalakarshan is 40 days of puja for that. That is why you will see one pair of the Shivalingam is kept, and 40 days that puja is happening, Mandalarchana. And then the Kalakarshana which has to happen, that is what Panditji has planned to take it to different Shivalayas in the country, and we will do that according to Agama Vidhana, Agama and Vedic. Then, you know, but Shiva is already present there.
Correct. No, Shiva is present.
We need to complete that Agama methodology also, rituals also.
So when have you spoken about this, that this is surfaced and this has come to you, and we need to do this among the Dharm Sansad, among the Gurus? What has been their reaction so far?
Yes, everybody agrees on that. I have spoken to many saints. I was in Kumbh Mela also today, I mentioned to them. Everyone is so thrilled about it. They will all participate. All the sons of the country will.
So when do you plan to undertake?
We want the Kumbh Mela to finish now first. Afterwards, this summer, after the summer, we will take it up. We are just going to plan that. And mostly in Kartik Masa, that is, in the sannyasis have got Chaturmasa. They won't cross the limits of the city for those 4 months. After Chaturmasa, that's in Kartik Mas, we plan to go there. We will go to Varanasi. and then to Saurashtra.
So there are at many places in Bharat where Shiva continues to fight a battle for his sthana. You believe this is the beginning of resolution of those?
Shiva owns everything. He doesn't have to fight. He's simply awakening people. Look, I'm here. I'm inside of you. You know, as our Shastra, Sarvam Shivamayam Jagat. The whole universe is filled with Shiva. And these are some instances where you see the material world and the subtle ethereal world are all connected. You see the connection to make it more obvious for people.
You spoke about Kumbh. How was the experience?
Kumbh was very nice. You know, I visited 4 Kumbhs. And this Kumbh, it has expanded many times more. The area has expanded. Arrangements were very good, except for that one night there was an unfortunate incident of stampede that has happened. But even there, you know, when the fire, if some tent catches fire, within 5 minutes, the fire engines come. I mean, the arrangements, cleanliness, facilities, toilet facilities for people, all this has been really, really good.
Do you believe this will perhaps do something for the consciousness of Bharat? Given the fact that there are nearly 44 crore people who have already come there and they have come largely peacefully, taken the dip, gone back, there is a certain divinity.
You know, Kumbh, I have seen all these Kumbhs. Kumbh is a place, though there are crores of people come, there is no crime there at all, no instance of crime, no theft, because people come with a very different mindset. That's why mindset makes a big difference to control crime, to bring peace, to good governance, all that. Of course, our people need to learn a little more discipline. So apart from that, Kumbh was a great experience. I mean, you can't expect anything more than this, you see. Of course, we had to be more careful about possibility of stampede. See, the FOMO has come into the society about Kumbh because it was hyped quite a bit. Now we have to restrain it.
Correct.
That's why I have been giving message to people. Even if you are unable to go there, don't worry. Okay, Ganga, Jamuna is always there. You can go any time and take a dip. And you sit in your own home and take a pot of water and put your mind attention on that. Here we do every day puja everywhere in India. Say Gange, Yamune, Chaiva, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmade, Sindhu, Kaveri, Jalis. You be present. You invoke all the rivers to be present in a pot of water wherever you are. See, like we are connected by air, the 5 elements connect us from wherever we are.
True. But Gurudev, sometimes this FOMO is also good because there were people who said, we will stay away from temples, and slowly they were moving away from Dharma, the Hindu way of life. Sometimes this FOMO is also good, that they believe that if they don't go there, they're missing out on something. And once they go there, they realize...
Now I would say to people that don't have to feel bad about it. See, there are many people who cannot travel, who cannot go, and then you have to walk miles together, 12, 14, 15 miles. And that, people are feeling bad that they cannot be part of it. For them, I'm telling you, don't have to feel that way. It's our duty, as gurus of this country, we have to see that people's mind is more uplifted and connected to the divinity rather than a ritual. Those who cannot go there, I would tell them, you sit wherever you are emotionally connected, in your feelings, you are connected, you honor this, you consider this a sacred moment to take a bath, take a dip. You can do it at your home. Do prayers at home. 12 Jyotirlingas are there in different places that unites the people of the country. But when you sit there, Atmalinga, wherever you sit, you do puja. Then Shiva is present in your home also.
Yeah. So Shiva is everywhere, so you can find him there. Gurudev, I know, final 2-3 questions. One thing you talked about is what people need to do in terms of Atma Shuddhi and work together. I know you would have been aware of recent developments because taking no names, what kind of value systems is being pushed in the name of entertainment? Now, is that not going to erode our own core value systems? What's being passed off as comedy, what's being spoken about?
Anand, most of these things they speak, it is that laughter is also so artificial. They pump in laughter to make themselves laugh and they think they are creating some fun. It's so unfortunate. They are naturally not funny. Fun should come from within you, from your spirit. But if you try to bring fun in your life by some natak, then it's going to be disastrous. So in that run, you forget ethics, you forget values, you forget your fun might offend others.
Yeah.
You become so insensitive. I think that's why there must be some code of conduct.
Some regulation is required?
Of course you wanted to make people laugh, but you're making them angry. It has not solved your purpose, that's not been very intelligent to do that.
Because somewhere they're trying to make abuse cool, crossing the lines, boundaries of maryada in terms of social structures, and to get followers. My worry is not about people who are peddling this, the worry is also about those who are consuming this. It's a generation which feels that this is how we should behave. Do you believe it's going to perhaps erode society?
No, I think our children, our young people are much more smarter. They may take it once or twice, but then, they get disgusted about it. They move away from it.
Gurudev, final question to you, with your kind permission. What would be your message in 2025 with such starts? One is the Kumbh, but more than that, the Jyotirlinga that's come to you right at the start of 2025. Do you believe this is the year of spiritual awakening of Bharat?
Absolutely. Spiritual awakening, I wish let there be more light in the lives of people and let the problems become lighter and life become more richer with wisdom and comfort.
Thank you so much, Gurudev. Now I'm counting down to Kartik Mas. Thank you.